On behalf of the PCC, and we welcome in charge from AICC, also the spokesperson and the media in charge from AICC, and we welcome all of you for today's launching of the program, and it's a very important program for the coming election. We are launching 5 commitments for a 5-star Meghalaya. And what are these commitments which we are launching today? And we'll launch it digitally, so I think all of you will review. These are the main 5 stars which we are playing. Number 1 is since Meghalaya is material society, so we consider us women as the top priority. So we think when during the survey and the door-to-door meeting of workers on the ground, we find that many of our women has a main responsibility for the family. So we thought that number 1, we should see that the single women, especially in a society, almost 41% of our women are single mother. So we thought that this will affect our society as a whole. Until and unless we empower the women, empower the family, I think our society will become poorer and poorer. So to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor and empower of the ladies is very important. So we thought that every single mother, especially in the BPL, when our workers has gone door to door to campaign, they saw that most of the single mother who are responsible for the family, they need the assistance, and there's only way assistance for the government. So we thought that we should assist. If we come to power, we should give at least 3,000 per single women per month. That means 36,000 per month, which we are going to for the single women per year. That's very important because, like I told you, that this program is designed with the door-to-door campaign and the survey. We send it to Delhi, and Delhi approve it, and we've done it. This also will be in our manifesto. Number 2 is that we saw that unemployment is very high in our state, and even those who are employed do not get payment. So some are, from our youth, come from a very poor family. They have done their study, and then after this study, the parents have spent a lot of money on the youth, whereas they don't get a job. So they have become poor because number 1, they come from a poor family. Number 3 is that after spending on their children, they become poorer and poorer if they don't get a job. So the expectations of every family is that they should educate their children and get a job. So we thought this very serious for our society. If our society want to be strong, then we need to design to see that every family there must be at least one job to be provided for every family. So we thought that that's why we said unemployment, at least a job for every family members. A job for every family members, so that our people will be up to the mark where we can have a free employment. Number 3, we have seen that the corruption in Meghalaya is become day to day is become more and more. Now the corruption has gone not only at the officers level, it has gone to a politicians level. Now slowly it will go up to the voters level. The present scenario, the present system is that the voters are being bribed. The candidates from one party shifted to other parties, and even the MLAs have been shifted from one party to another party. This is all because of the corruptions. People do not think for the society. The leaders do not think for the state. They don't think for society. They think for the personal. So if you think for the personal, in which directions it takes our state in the future and our society. So we think that our top priority also to see that we have Meghalaya free from corruptions. So our third commitment is free corruptions in Meghalaya. Number 4 is that we have seen when we went door-to-door campaign, we saw that many of the poor family, they don't have money even to pay for the electricity bill. And many of them, when we go, the students during exam, they cannot study because they don't have electricity, and the bill for electricity sometimes it comes in bulk. For 3-4 years, no, the bill did not come. Suddenly the bill come, and they do not pay. They could not pay the bill. So we think the government is responsible to design to see that a family like those has to be assisted and helped by the government. So this is very important to us. So we thought that we should have a power generation where we have enough power. So we committed that we must have a power cut free. For that, Meghalaya requires at least 180 crores units every year, whereas our production is 120 crores. So almost 60 crores unit in a year we are shortage. So we decided, we committed that we should generate at least minimum 500 megawatts within 5 years in our program. That's why to have a power cut free, we must have also the resources in our hand. Meghalaya has the capacity to produce up to 3,000 megawatts. So all these are left untouched. So we have enough rivers, we have enough sunlight, we have enough coal, so we can do from different resources to produce power. So once we have the power in our hand, so we don't have to pay all those bills from NEPCO and other states, we don't have to buy them. The only way is that we have to invest in infrastructure, not only to give the power, but also to give employment to our youth. Because like Lechka project has given more than 4,000 engineers, and so many people are employed in a different capacity. Therefore, we decided that we should launch as a mission, and one of our 5-star commitment is power cut free. And the last and very important is that, Meghalaya, in terms of our youth, we have almost 60% of population are youth. And these youths are in a big challenge now. When we go door to door, we find that many of the parents used to cry when we visit them. When we say that what they want, they said, no, my son is in jail, or my son is giving a problem to us. Why? Because of the drugs. Meghalaya is now is the biggest problem in India, next to Punjab last time. So, but Meghalaya is increasing day to day in terms of drugs. Drugs in the sense that drugs abuse, including alcoholic and others. We don't have enough rehabilitation center, but we keep on pumping alcohol, we keep on pumping retail outlet, we keep on pumping more and more by store. And also the Meghalaya is like almost a center for drugs coming from Bangladesh, drugs from different parts of our border in India. For example, like from Nepal, from other countries, they come to Meghalaya, and from Meghalaya then it goes everywhere. Even sometimes from Bangladesh because of our porous border issues. So this is a problem we have to. So we decided that when we went door to door, then the people, one of the main important is that the drugs will spoil not only the present generation, but it spoil the future generation. It spoil our society, it spoil the family, not only a man who's been drugs addicts, but also to the entire family and the future. So we decided we should have a drug-free Meghalaya. If we want our future to grow, if we want our children to grow better, then we should have a drug-free Meghalaya. These are 4 things, 5-star commitments. Number 1 is empowering of women by giving 3,000 per month for a single mother within the BPL. And number 2 is that unemployment free, as I was stated. Number 4 is that corruption free. We have seen the corruption level is very high, as I've stated. Number 4 is power cut free, where we'll develop and generate employment also in the power sector. And the last is the drug free Meghalaya. These are 5-star commitments, 5 commitments for 5-star Meghalaya.